All right, everybody. So I'm up here at the upper wood lot, and you can see I've relocated probably about half of the bags and totes along the fence down that way. And this section of the fence here is all where they were located. And then I've got another, probably 50% of all that stuff up here behind the arena. So all along this fence line, I'm hoping I've got enough wood chips. I don't think I do. The guy told me he was going to be dropping off somewhere around 20 ton. And that don't look like a 20 ton to me. I could be totally wrong, but we'll see. The size of the pile doesn't look like a 20 ton pile, but who knows what that's in, how that converts to wood chip weight. So, but I'm hoping to do just like I had them before, where it was 2 rows deep, and leave some space in between the rows. That way they get plenty of airflow. And we're gonna put wood chips down and see what happens. So tomorrow afternoon after work, I'm hoping to start getting the wood chips at least spread back here a little bit. I'll be using the dump trailer and the skid loader. So yeah, I'm gonna be using the dump trailer and the skid loader to be doing this tomorrow after work, schedule permitting. We'll have to see what things look like tomorrow. Sometimes I get stuck out and abroad in the truck making deliveries. So a couple of stray pieces fall out here. But yeah, hopefully if I'm not in Fort Lee, New Jersey, stuck in traffic after a delivery or something, I should be able to get back in time for there to be some light. Both of our tractors do have lights. However, they're not the greatest on the tractor. They're kind of like having 2 candles in the wind, to be honest. And the skid loader, the light's good, but it's very, how can I say, local lighting. The lights, the way they're angled on that machine, they're kind of angled to the workspace in front of you, not so much around you as well. I noticed that when I was doing snow management work with it. So in the future, I'm sure there's going to be additional lighting on the skid loader just for that reason. But anywho, that's what we have going on this afternoon. And that's gonna wrap up today's stuff, and I'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow afternoon. GoPro said no more. So we worked with what we had for a little bit. I mean, to be fair to the camera, you know, it really I kind of started with a partial charge, so time was kind of running low, and I figured I'd use whatever I could get out of the battery. I think I got enough with it, decent, you know, decent footage. So, anywho, so I'm just about done here with these wood chips. The one thing I will say about this Chinese bucket here, not really enthused at how they engineered the, dare I say engineered, how they fabbed up the angles on this mounting plate for the skid steer quick attach. The angle of it is kind of weird. I put the loader arms all the way down to their bumpies in the bottom, and I find myself having to tip the bucket cutting edge further down. It's definitely nothing like the factory fitment, that is for sure. So I will say the other thing about my factory bucket that is much nicer is I can kind of manipulate, you know, the material on the ground a lot better. You know, it seems easier to make it kind of hop in the bucket. I'll try to show you what I'm talking about right now. Wood chips is not something I've tried doing this method with very much, because I really don't handle wood chips all that much. Stick the edge into the pile a little bit, so then what I'll do is I'll take the little bit that I can get, I'll track backward, and I'll literally, it's almost like slamming on the brakes. I'll let go of the controls real quick and backward tilt the bucket abruptly, and it'll throw the material to the back side of the bucket. So I'm gonna do it now here. See, I cleaned up the cutting edge so I can accept more material. So pull forward a little bit, and each time you're only going to get a little bit more on the edge, because the pile that you're sticking your cutting edge into gets smaller and smaller, which means there's less weight to it. So you're at some point you wind up just kind of pushing it and not really getting any more material. But this bucket isn't really all that great with it. I guess just because that hard steel cutting edge on there, it might be a little bit more. That hard steel cutting edge makes the front of the bucket edge underneath the material. It just kind of wants to push it. So yeah, we'll have to see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully I can get home early enough to do some justice over there. It'd be nice to at least get the chips spread out. I don't think I'm going to try too hard to get all that stuff relocated back on top of the chips. Heck, for all I even know, it might not even be enough wood chips. But I guess some is better than none, and we'll just have to see how it goes. But as for this video, or I should say, at least for this portion of the video, we're going to call it a night, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow afternoon. Take her easy. Have a good night, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge channel. I'm up here in Pennsylvania, and I happen to be checking out this old sawmill here, and I figured maybe some of you guys, including John Frick, would really enjoy checking this out. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a look at this old mill. Really cool looking. So here we are. This mill's been around a long time, since the 1920s, and very, very cool. Here's the bunks where they lay out the raw material, rolls out onto the sled, and yeah, this is definitely very cool. They've got the I don't know what to call that, maybe a cat's paw or something like that to flip over the flip over the cants, and I'll show you another angle here in just a moment. While I'm on my way to the other side of the mill here, they got a big surface planer there, and they got I believe they're using it for tongue and groove right now, but I'm sure there's a bunch of different tooling that they can use for different profiles. So there's the cutter there, and you can put all different types of knives in a machine like this. I imagine, yeah, this is all belt driven, and yeah, what a cool machine. So yeah, some old iron. You can see they got it down there at 3-phase motor. And I imagine originally all of this was completely belt driven by a central power station of some sort. So got old radial arm saw. Got a, I guess it's an early version of a chop saw. Cut the ends off. Come all the way on down here. There's your big blade. Oh yeah, it's got all interchangeable teeth on it. It's not one of the new ones, it's carbide only. And you can take all these teeth out, sharpen them, and or replace them. Very nice mill. A lot of history here. A lot of board feet went through this mill and built a lot of homes and places up in this area of Pennsylvania. yeah, we finally got them wood chips spilled out and spread all over the place the best I could in the dark. Wood chips is kind of one of those things. If you have a really sharp chipper and it really chops that stuff up real good, which I mean the chunks that I have, I mean it looks like the chipper was pretty sharp. However, every once in a while you'll get some of those little tiny you know, leaders off the branches, little tiny spindly stuff. You know, you'll get that somehow makes it through without getting chopped up. And when you're trying to back drag wood chips and things like that, any clumps of leaves, like the leaves I picked up front, they weren't in the wood chips. They just got mixed in as I was, you know, transferring the load to the trailer and to the back of the yard. So, so those clumps of leaves winding up in there, and then some of those little branches that weaseled their way through the chipper. When you're doing back dragging, it kind of forces that stuff to the wood chips to clump up behind your bucket rather than just kind of work their way under gradually and smooth out. So yeah, but I consider that a success. As you can see behind me, it's already dark out. Didn't take any time at all. And you know, moving this machine around, you know, I put in a aftermarket reverse monitor in this thing, so I can see behind me pretty well. You know, with it being green grass and you know, dark woods behind me, it kind of absorbs a lot of the light that you can see. You know, any detail. But in the winter time, when you've got, you know, grass and pavement, I mean grass and pavement, yeah, I'm tired. But when you've got snow, bright white snow, and the contrast of pavement or gravel, it makes it a lot easier to see with this reverse, or I should say backup monitor in the machine. But the grass, it kind of, like I said, it kind of absorbs your light. So I just assume do it little bits at a time. Tomorrow I'll probably throw the forks on the machine, and I'll start getting to putting them baskets and log lift bags back in place, and I'll get a better look at it to see, you know, how smooth I was able to get it. Those log lift bags can be a little temperamental. That spot over there is already on a slope, so you know, I tried to build up the lower side a little higher, but it just with me not being able to see backing up along those fence posts, I'm afraid I'm going to snag it with the track or the corner of the bucket and just, you know, cause myself more work. So we're just gonna have to call it good for now. I'll check back with you guys tomorrow. And starting tomorrow is going to be for the next video. So this is the closeout of this video. I was trying to get it up for today, Wednesday, but it looks like it's probably going to post tomorrow morning. So let me stop yammering here and let you guys go so I can get to editing this video. One more thing, actually, before I close out the video entirely. I wanted to thank all my friends in the firewood YouTube community. I really love being able to talk with you guys back and forth. I've heard, you know, as your channel gets bigger, it gets harder and harder to do, which that makes a lot of sense. But while I can, you know, keep talking with you guys and responding with you on a regular, without feeling like I'm missing a bunch of people. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching my content. And it floors me that you guys take the time out of your day to consume my content, to sit down and watch it, and not only watch it, but I mean, you're watching enough of it to comment back on the video and things that were in the video and all that. So that's really cool, and I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate it, and I also appreciate your hard work to create the content that you make, because that's the content that I watch. going on in the world these days, YouTube is kind of my getaway, and I've been very fortunate, as I believe all of you are as well, to have found each other here in this little capsule where like-minded people can all get together and really enjoy what we all share and have in common. So again, thank you guys very much for everything, and thank you to all the new subscribers. It's very exciting to watch the subscriber count climb. And another thing on that, sometimes it gets, it feels kind of daunting, the subscriber climb. We all would like to see it, go up faster. However, I feel like I'm earning it. When it's like a business, right? It grows very slowly. So, and those are usually the ones that survive. And I look at it like I'm growing my business organically, right? Or in this case, my YouTube channel organically, right? So, any of you guys out there and girls who have a YouTube channel that you're really trying hard to work on, just keep that in mind. Don't let yourself get frustrated, or don't lose your patience or anything like that. Just enjoy posting your content, making your content, talking with the people. And my opinion is that if you can grow your YouTube channel organically, the people who subscribe to your channel are truly going to be people who are subscribing to your channel. They're not subscribing temporarily because of maybe a giveaway that you did or something like that. Not to say that I'm not going to do giveaways just like the other channels, but I'm going to do just like they do, and use those giveaways and things like that for milestones that the YouTube channel reaches, as a celebration, not as a way to acquire more views or more subscribers. And that way, your channel just doesn't poof and disappear, because of the fact that you stopped giving away something, until you're at 1,000 subscribers, say, for instance, and you get 5,000 or 10,000 new subscribers through your giveaways, and then when you're like, okay, well, now I'm not going to do a giveaway until my 20,000th subscriber count, and then have everybody just kind of disappear on you because they go, well, it's not going to be a long time, so I'm not going to bother with that. So anywho, before I go off in a tear chasing a rabbit down a rabbit hole here, not that I already haven't, but anywho, thanks again. I hope you guys are enjoying my content, and if you could, like, comment, subscribe, share with some of your friends if you think they might be into it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.